The Golden Gate Bridge stands tall, a monument to engineering, casting long shadows over San Francisco. But beneath its grandeur lies a dark secret. By day, the bridge connects the city. By night, it hides the sinister acts of one man. A man sworn to protect, yet he preys on the vulnerable. He's no ordinary criminal. He wears a badge, walks among us, and waits for his next victim, a cop corrupted by darkness. The city sleeps, unaware that the bridge they trust will soon become the hunting ground of a killer, one who swore to serve justice but became its enemy. The wind picks up, howling through the cables, carrying whispers of secrets untold. Shadows stretch long, twisting and curling under the bridge's massive structure. He greeted tourists with a smile, sharing stories and facts that brought the bridge to life. For beneath the beauty and grandeur, the bridge hides something darker. A predator walks these grounds, a man sworn to protect the city. But when night falls, that protector becomes something else. A cop, with a taste for blood. A killer hiding in plain sight, masked by the trust of a badge. And here, under the cover of darkness, he hunts. The city sleeps, unaware of the danger that lurks in its midst. The grass is not always greener on the other side. To most, the bridge is a path to freedom, a connection between worlds. But for him, it's a hunting ground. His eyes scan the streets beneath, searching, waiting. He knows the patterns, the lonely ones, the desperate ones, those who won't be missed. His eyes scan the streets beneath, searching, waiting. He knows the patterns, the lonely ones, the desperate ones, those who won't be missed. Beneath the surface of the unassuming gentleman lurked a chilling secret, a side of Thomas Hale that no one knew, leaving only the bridge, the darkness, and his thoughts. This is his domain now. The Golden Gate, once a beacon of connection, is now the last thing his victims will ever see. His name is Officer Daniel Hayes. To his colleagues, he's the perfect cop. Calm, reliable, a man of the law. But behind his uniform, there's a darkness that festers. To his colleagues, he's the perfect cop. Calm, reliable, a man of the law. But behind his uniform, there's a darkness that festers, a darkness he's learned to hide. The bridge is more than a landmark to him. It's his sanctuary, the place where his urges finally come to life. By day, Officer Hayes patrols the streets, upholding order, keeping the peace. By day, Officer Hayes patrols the streets, upholding order, keeping the peace. But by night, he's a different man. The badge protects him, shields his secret. No one suspects him. He's the man they trust, the one they call when something goes wrong. But when the sun dips below the horizon, when the mist rolls in, Daniel Hayes becomes something else, something terrifying. His first kill was an accident, or so he tells himself, but deep down, he knows the truth. It awakened something inside him, and now it's a hunger he can no longer control. It wasn't long before Officer Hayes perfected his method. The bridge offers him solitude, cover, a place where the sound of screams is swallowed by the wind, a place where the sound of screams is swallowed by the wind, the coffee, the library. Yet, the darkness lingered. His victims are carefully chosen. He watches them from a distance, studying their routines, learning their weaknesses. Lonely souls, drifters, runaways, those who vanish without a trace. The first time it was messy, but practice makes perfect. Now he moves like a ghost. In the dead of night, he waits in the shadows under the bridge's steel skeleton. He likes the way the fog settles thick, how it hides his movements, how it suffocates the city just as he suffocates his prey. Locals mentioning strange occurrences around the bridge, things disappearing, unexplained noises, how it suffocates the city just as he suffocates his prey. But Sarah couldn't shake off the feeling that something was wrong. Each time, it gets easier. Each time, the thrill intensifies. He's careful though, the man with the kind eyes and the secret darkness, no mistakes, no traces left behind. To the world, he's still Officer Daniel Hayes, trusted, respected, beyond suspicion. But here, under the bridge, he is no longer just a man. He is the embodiment of their nightmares. The news spread like wildfire. A tourist vanished from Pier 39. No witnesses, no trace. Just an empty space where he once stood. Cold, dread steel of the bridge gripped the hearts of the citizens of San Francisco. Officer Hayes knew the day would come. The day when someone would begin to ask questions. A detective assigned to the missing persons cases. A woman named Claire Thompson. She's sharp, relentless, and she doesn't believe in coincidences. The bodies have yet to surface, but she senses something. A pattern. a presence lingering at the heart of the bridge. Hayes watches her from a distance, noting her determination, her precision. He can feel her getting closer, drawing nearer to the truth he's worked so hard to bury. Driven by a need for truth and a growing sense of dread, Sarah started digging. She felt an unshakable compulsion to uncover the mysteries that had long been buried. The more she searched, the more she felt the weight of the unknown pressing down on her. But Claire is no ordinary investigator. She's different, cautious. But Claire is no ordinary investigator. She's different, cautious. She's different, cautious. Her instincts lead her where others fear to tread. And now, her gaze is turned toward the bridge, and to him. Hayes knows she's a threat, but he also feels something new, excitement. It's been so long since someone has challenged him, but the bridge is still his domain, and as long as he controls it, he believes no one can stop him, not even Detective Claire Thompson. Section 7. The Dark Secret of the Lighthouse Keeper. The clippings painted a horrifying picture. A pattern of missing persons, all linked to the bridge. The notes spoke of sacrifices, of appeasing a dark entity. The Golden Gate Bridge wasn't just a landmark for Thomas Hale. It was an altar. Sarah's blood ran cold. The kind old man, the beloved volunteer, was a monster hiding in plain sight. A predator using the city's most iconic landmark as his hunting ground. She had to stop him, but how could she fight an enemy who everyone believed was a saint?